Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, fuck everybody, just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
The day I met Bullhorn Betty and Jonathan Lee Ridges, they were protesting in front of the Laundrie's home. I began to document them, and little did I know, the three of us would spend the next few months traveling together. Nothing scares us, even if it means crossing a freezing cold river and getting wet. We put our lives in danger because we want to find answers. It gives us purpose, even if it means going undercover to get those answers, or visiting the scene of a crime and paying our respects. Searching for the truth isn't easy. It gets you out of your comfort zone and makes you see things in a different perspective. And it's this perspective that we want the world to see. At the end of the day, we fight for justice. We fight for those who don't have a voice. We fight for those who are silenced. Our next case, we search for Paula Miranda. She was last seen swimming in this river. Here's our Paula's family. Found 2 footprints they believe belonged to her. She left her phone and keys in her car. Her sister tells us that's extremely unusual for her to do that. Stay tuned as we venture deep into Wekiwa Springs State Park to help find her.
See, I don't know about y'all, but like for real, I don't mind being talked about. My problem come in when they start making stuff up. So you can talk about me all you want. It is what it is. You know, it's either I did it or I didn't. I said it or I didn't. Whatever the case is, I don't care. I let whoever think whatever, feel whatever. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? But it's the making up part. It's the lying part. It's the adding on to part that always get me. I don't mind being talked about. It's when y'all start lying that bothers me.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty channel. We are up early this morning. What? Yes, and we are up and alive and happy, and we're going to send you to church in a good mood, right? We're going to send you to church in a good mood this morning. So this is not going to be the longest live we've ever done. No. Bullhorn Betty's got things to do. It's Sunday, right? Sunday. And I'm ready. I'm ready for Sunday Fun Day, right? So I just wanted to say good morning. I didn't want you guys missing me. I told you I'd be here first thing in the morning for each and every one of you that wanted to show up, and here I am. So good morning. Sonia, first to say good morning to me and Summer's Army, i.e. the chat, because as many of you guys know, if you've been following me for any significant time, you know that when I set up and built my TikTok account, which grew leaps and bounds in a very short amount of time, that was based on Gabby Petito. That was the work on Gabby Petito. I didn't design or even build this channel until Summer was. This channel literally is built on the backs of Summer's Army, the people that rose up and stood up and fought for a little 5-year-old girl that went missing in Rogersville, Tennessee. She still hasn't been found. For those that are here, you know, we're still planning on going back. Her father is getting out of jail on October 30th. Unfortunately, I was going to be there because I wanted that man to see Bullhorn Betty's face the minute he walked out of the jail. However, I have a life and I have family and I have best friends. And my best friend happens to be having her birthday party on October 30th. And it's a milestone birthday party. It's not like, you know, it's her 60th. Bullhorn Betty's best friend, 60? Yeah. Did I tell you I have an old soul? So, you know, my best friend of 18 years plus, plus, right? Because we don't know, I don't remember the exact date I met her. I know I've been around for her children, her grandchildren, right? I know how old they are. So anyways, you know, it's her 60th and I'm sorry, but you know, cases is important, but so is my family and friends. So unfortunately, it's one of those things where I can't be there on October 30th when Don Wells gets out of jail. And if anybody knows me, you know damn well when I say I want that man to see my face walking out of that jail first, you know what I mean and why I mean it. And I'm not going to be able to do it. So I'm a little upset about that. But in all fairness, I know I'm going to enjoy my evening with my best friend and all of the family and friends. But it is, you know, work is work, but sometimes you got to put it on the back burner for the people you love. So that's where I am. Becky, nice to see you. Rhonda, it's nice to see you. Lisa, all the way from Portugal. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy you found me. We got Stacy, Ann B, Brandy, nice to see you. DGH Farm. Nana of 7, nice to see you, honey. I hope you've been doing good. Just an old lady. I like that. I'm getting there with you, babe. I'm I'm already there. Knock, knock. Old age. Hello. Meet Bullhorn Betty. April, it's nice to see you. Mary. Zek. Good morning. For another one from Portugal. Wow, nice. Nice, guys. You guys should get together, have some dinner, hang out, chill out. You guys got something in common. You love Bullhorn Betty. You got a lot to talk about. Right? Oh, Lord. Miss PJ, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you here, love. Backroad Becky, love that. Sepsis, nice to see you as well. What else do we got in here? Lindsay Rose, Karen Davis, nice to see you. Peace, love, and life. Midwest Meemaw. What else we got? Baltimore Menace. Are you really that bad? No. Progressive Patriot was on his live last night asking Betty for receipts. I just don't understand. Well, first of all, Progressive Patriot, you can go to my video, do your homework. Okay, I'm not doing your work for you because you're an idiot. So Progressive Patriot, you talking that crap with me with all those crazy women. It doesn't bother me none. And I don't owe you a damn thing. And again, let me go through this just a little bit more for those that weren't on my live yesterday. The only people I owe anything to, any receipts whatsoever on anything that I receive in donations, goes to the people that donated the money. You are not entitled to that information, and you will mind your own damn business. Okay? Because if you want my receipts, you better hand me every single bank account you possess if you want my bank account. That's how we're going to start rolling. You want my receipts? Hand over your bank statements, and I'll hand over mine. And you better have some money in it, because if I see a big old zero, you ain't worth my time. And actually, your numbers aren't even worth my time talking about you. But Baltimore Menace, you can tell him that Bullhorn Betty politely told him to go shove it. That's what you can tell him. If I haven't offended you today, stick around. You might be next. The people that come to this chat love me, right? They love me. The people that watch in silence, maybe not. Maybe we got some people that just can't, they're so obsessed with me that they just can't get me out of their mind, right? I know Catherine's out there, watching me and just burning up inside that she can't even talk because I got her blocked, stuff like that. And she's just rolling around and just angry, right? That's the little joys in my life that I get. That's just the joys, The free rent. Thanks, guys. I mean, I love free rent, right? That's why I bought my house, right? So I didn't have to pay rent anymore. Anyways, so today's topic is the score. We went over the score. I had an email come from this crazy person. I almost want to read it because I actually was writing a response to this email, and it was more on the lines of, go F you, right? And I decided, you know what? It's not even worth the F you. It's just not. It's not even worth the time to type that sentence, that 2-word sentence out. Wasn't even worth my time. But I found it comical. Let me find it. Where's my trash? I found it comical because this person's an idiot. I am such a disgrace. I want to put this up here because I want you guys to see who it came from. Because I really don't care. You sent me an email like this, and we just went over this. Like, you treat me good, I'll treat you good. You want to be an asshole to me? I'll be an asshole to you. No problem. So there's the message. I couldn't believe my ears with your absolutely disgusting rant. Oh, I got to show you my face when I do this. This is dramatics. Disgusting. A rant about brave men and women of the United States law enforcement. Do you know how many people are murdered in the United States every day? Not months, every day. You think you know better than officers of many years of service? Yes. There are some officers that I know a hell of a lot more than they do, right? When you make this many toxic mistakes in one case, I'm not patting you on the back and saying, attaboy. I'm going to call you out on your crap. Law enforcement has botched this case from day one. I don't even want to read the rest of this. This lady is a Looney Tune. And as you can see right here, see this right here? Here's your apology, right? If you don't like what I have to say, don't watch. Clear enough for you. But you know what? I chose not to. You know what? Bullhorn Betty is growing up a little bit, right? We're growing up a little bit. But that's the kind of crap, right? I want you guys to see that because, you know, people say, I'm so mean. I'm so mean, right? I'm so mean to everybody, right? That's the kind of crap that comes to me. Do you think I'm going to be respectful to somebody that writes me an email like that? I'm just curious. You guys have watched me, okay? I've taken a lot of heat. I'm still here. I've taken a lot more heat than many of you could probably deal with. I'm sure you probably even said that. I don't know how Bullhorn Betty deals with all this, right? There's probably many times you guys have said that. And here we go. Here's another one that just doesn't get a clue. Do you think I'm going to be all nice and sweet to you? You're going to be one of the people that are in all those chat rooms telling everybody how horrible of a despicable person and how horrible I spoke to you. Never once telling them how horrible you spoke to me to receive that provoked response, right? I am a professional. I'm a professional that can tell you to go take a hike, right? So don't test me, especially if you want to have a conversation. Have a conversation with me. You want to be despicable to me. Don't be crying like a little baby when that is returned to you. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. So anyone knows how true, let's see, what did you say, T. Watts? So anyone know how true it is 35-year also went missing the same night as Kiely in Truckee, and no one has even talking about it. Lots of folks reported police they're beating someone, then MIA. Wow. Odd. I don't know anything about that, but we do have some new information. So I don't know if many of you guys remember that when we were first started, this is before Kiely Rodni was ever even found, right? Sorry that I can't turn the fan on. My fan's, I got to replace the fan. There's some kind of something that happened since the hurricane, and it's got a short in it. So I can smell like it's a fire hazard at the moment. So it's completely shut off and unplugged. Because I smelled it burning last night and it was popping my lights. I thought a light bulb blew. Remember I said 2 light bulbs blew in this office and I couldn't understand it. Well, I put new bulbs in there and it blew the new bulbs right above my head. It freaked me out. And I'm like, okay, that's enough. I'm not even going to run it. So anyways, I'm a little warm up in here. I could move the, actually, let me do that. I'm going to move the AC down just a tad. So anyways, long story short, you know, this whole thing with law enforcement, we're watching them make these horrible errors in this case, you know, from not finding the car that was literally right in front of their face to not picking up the evidence that's falling out of the car right in front of their face to us finding the fire cams. By the way, guys, the fire cams are new information. Law enforcement has confirmed that they are now looking at the fire cameras. So I keep coming back here. It's like, you know, we as YouTubers get this horrible rap in law enforcement because we analyze and overanalyze things. We have millions of people looking into this as opposed to an outfit of 20 or 30 people. We've got millions or hundreds of thousands of people literally looking in to all this information and feeding us. Like I got 2,100 emails sitting in bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Think about that. We've got enormous amounts of information being fed to us by everything, by everyone. Think about it. I'm doing my own research. Olivia's doing her own research. You are all doing your own research. We're all researching here. We have literally thousands, tens of thousands of people right now, literally this second, researching the Kiely Rodni case. That is the difference between YouTube and law enforcement. We are resourceful. Why are we resourceful? We're forced to be resourceful, right? YouTubers and web sleuths we're forced to be resourceful. Why? Because law enforcement doesn't give us a damn thing. And guess what? We are people We have the law that dictates what we can and cannot do. And damn it, the law tells us I can have that information if I so go get it. Right? So guess what I do? I go get it. This was a huge find with these fire cameras. It's a little disappointing to me. Like really, really disappointing to me that law enforcement didn't even think of them, especially with a camera that's pointing right to the very spot that she went into the water. This was a huge find. People don't believe it. You know, we got conspiracy. No matter what we do, no matter what law enforcement does, what we here on YouTube do, there is just going to be people that won't believe the information before their eyes. Just won't believe it. We've got people that speculate that this was planted. Like, I'm not that much of a conspiracy. You know, when you have conspiracies of this magnitude where they're planting evidence, planting this, planting that, you're dealing with some major, not little trucky officials. Okay, you're dealing with people like the president and the cabinets when you deal with this kind of conspiracy of manipulation and putting stuff in. Like, sorry, the people of Truckee are just not that important, period. In the grand scheme of things, they're only a legend in their own mind. So I don't believe, you know, because of my deductive reasoning, because of my problem-solving techniques, that doesn't resonate with me. This being a corrupt thing, this being planted, you know, that doesn't resonate. Could it have happened? I think if it happened, it's probably as low as a 2% chance in my mind. In my mind. I don't think my audience, sorry, it's hard to, because my hair is all messed up and I can't remember which way I turn it. There we go. Because of this mirroring thing, right? But anyways, that's just me. I don't know about you guys. You guys may say, you know, I know T. Watts, I think you were on here yesterday saying, you know, it's just too convenient to have this come up. It's not really too convenient, because if it was convenient, we would have had this a month ago. This is somebody sleuthing and stumbled across something important. And it opened our eyes to a lot, in my opinion. This is how sleuthing happens. Information is not just readily available. Some of this stuff you have to hunt for. And it sounds to me like somebody was just could have been at a bar having a beer. Well, you know, we got those, fire cameras. Have you ever thought about looking into those? Maybe you got one pointing in that direction. Light bulb pops up. It's like, I need to go home. I need to look at and see if I can find those cameras. And somebody hit her. But it does show you law enforcement is watching YouTube, you know, for us not being any relevance. They are watching us, because if they weren't watching us, why did they pull the cameras? Another YouTuber posted late last night. He went back and watched Check It TV on September 6th. So the cameras are legit. Yeah. Oh no, the cameras are legit. I knew that. But see, when it first came out, I was skeptical. I'm like, you know, I am skeptical, just like my audience. And so I do the work necessary to either confirm legitimacy or deny legitimacy of whatever, you know? And so when this first came out, I'm like, whoa, whoa, we don't know whether this is Prosser or Lake. We don't know that this is the right direction. We don't know. Prove to me that this is Prosser first and foremost. And then prove to me that this is a camera pointing in the direction of where her car went in. You know, and we shut the live down and we went to work. Guess what? We confirmed that. And the overlays and everything that we did on this, and I keep saying we, but really it was Olivia. You know, Olivia's work with Deb's input, my input. There was collaboration on the actual work. Even when Olivia's working on something, we drive around together all the time. She's always editing videos, like in the front of the car and stuff like that. And it's like, I'll be hearing it because you guys don't understand. Like, I have to hear this stuff over. Like, she gets it down to like literally the millisecond, you know, when you got those pumps, those hits, and, you know, the stuff that makes you kind of jump a little bit in her videos. She does that. And so I'm sitting here watching her do this, you know, this editing and stuff like that. And I'll hear something and I'll be like, oh, you need to put this in there. And you need to put that in there. You know, so it's just, it's not that I'm taking her work, but, you know, sometimes she likes my suggestions. Well, we'll see. We'll see if she's got a heartbeat in the creative juices she's got working on behind the scenes right now. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So, anyways, but this is now we're increasing the YouTube's clout, right? So we've got law enforcement here. We had 16 or 17 agencies working on Kiely Rodni, and they're botching this stuff. We got the car in the water. They never found the car. They didn't find the evidence. So YouTubers found Kiely. YouTubers found the evidence, and now YouTubers found the camera that watched her go into the water. What the hell is law enforcement doing? And for that lady that thinks I'm so despicable and everything, I'm a realist, okay? I back the blue. If you didn't know that, you're an idiot, and you haven't been watching me for any significant amount of time. However, I don't give law enforcement a free pass just because they're wearing the blue. You know why? Because I'm Bullhorn Betty. They wouldn't give me a free pass if I did wrong, right? They don't care. They don't care who I am. If I do wrong, they call me out. And if it's a legal matter and they can arrest me for it, guess what? They'll take me to jail. When law enforcement screws up, we don't see them get reprimanded. We don't see what goes on behind the scenes. We don't see any of that. Does it even happen? I don't know. But what I do know is Kiely stayed in the bottom of a lake 2 weeks when she could have been found much sooner if law enforcement would have opened their damn ears and listened to the witnesses that were talking about this girl being in the water. They chose not to. Go get a life. How am I grifting, by the way? Like, what have I said anything about grifting? Do you even know the definition of grifting? You're an idiot. Get the hell out of my chat. Trolls. That's all right. That's all right. Baby Gap, we don't like you. We don't like you. We don't like you at all. Nobody here does. You're a freaking joke. Found something huge, Betty, and Olivia is, damn it. Email me after. Just come up. Here's the, hold on, let me find. Here's the link. Come up. Tell me what's up. Yeah, poor Olivia needs to sleep. That girl, she needs to sleep for like days. She's been working her little tail off. I love Olivia. And I really kind of, I get very, I'm almost a mother bear when it comes to Olivia. Like she's my bestie and I love Mom, but it's like, I'm very, very protective of Olivia because she's young. She's young. I'm a lot older than her. She's young and, oh, you can't. Hold on. What did you say? I can't. Oh, you can't see it here. Okay. Well, yeah, send me an email and I'll send you my cell phone and you can call me. And yeah, because I'm going to be leaving here in a little bit. Oh, there you go. There you go. Hey, hon.
Hey, good morning. And I didn't know if you were going to look at chat again.
Yeah, no, I'm actually going to be, this is going to be a very light, I'm not even really opening chat. This is going to be literally an hour long live because I got things to do today.
Oh yes, I have to catch up on my housework.
Yeah. I'm not doing housework today. That'll be tomorrow or sometime this week. I need to get it done because I still haven't recovered from the hurricane yet, but I got.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found something huge. I cannot say it publicly yet.
Okay.
I've got to talk with you and Olivia first. But yes, oh my gosh, I found something big. And you were speaking about something related when I popped in, and I was like, oh, this is appropriate.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, send me an email right now and let me respond to you right now so you can get my cell phone. And when I get done with this live, if you want to call me, just call me. Text me first. I don't answer my phone if I don't recognize the number.
Okay. I'll put my number in the private chat real quick.
Don't do that because there's people that come up that can see that private chat. Don't do that. Email
me. Okay.
Yeah, email me.
Do you want me to put my... Well, do you have your email out there?
Yeah, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Just send me an email and I'll just.
I've emailed you before. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll hop out and email you. I'll hop out and email you then, okay?
Yeah, let me find. I don't think I have. I don't think I have Bullhorn Betty up at an email. Usually I have them up. Oh, there we go. Let me just send you. Keep watching. Then your mother came up on. This lady is still going off. Your mother came up and pulled video last night. I got a horrible feeling these videos of last night that came to the scene only recently and now. So this is the same person that just told me I'm a despicable person. I just blocked them and they're sending me another message. Like, lady, get a life. Like, seriously, I don't want you around me. Okay, hold on here.
Did you get the hello real quick?
Oh, did I?
You
No.
were in
Oh, I
there
have it
really quick,
refreshed.
so
Hold
I know
on.
I've emailed you before.
Yeah, I was just about to send you an email. Hold on a second.
Okay.
No, I did not get that, but I'll send you an email right now. I've got your email here. Hold on. Reese, I think this is you. I'm putting it in the subject line.
Alrighty.
Let's hope I didn't send it to a troll. No, I'm just joking. But did you see that? Were you on here yesterday? I want to show you something while you're here. Were you on here yesterday with us when we were going through that video that Olivia did and the lights and
yeah.
did you see those lights? Oh shoot, I don't want to crap. Sorry about that, folks. Keep doing that. The lights across the pond, like
yeah, that was
and it seems like right here, like I was doing this and you can see it almost across the thing. It turns around and then right before it goes in, you see all this the shadowing over on this side. You do see some shadowing over on this other side too, but could it be from the vehicle coming this way?
Yeah, I think that the lights over here was something else on that side.
Mm-hmm.
Was probably some other, I don't really know what's on the right side, but over here was definitely from that vehicle.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it and it looks like it's I mean, I'm looking at it going to a circle and I can see it hitting on the trees.
Yeah, that's
across the side. And
that,
then it
even without because I looked at that without the overlay and it was the same thing. With and without the overlay, it was the exact same thing. You can see it even better without the overlay.
Now, Olivia's going to have to talk to me because I'm seeing shadowing on the other trees, like almost as if this car was backed in, and it's driving me nuts.
It's more like it pulled in, right?
So here's the lights. So you're saying these lights over here are yeah.
It kind of made a donut.
Gotcha.
It kind of pulled around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it almost seemed like it stopped. I'm sorry. People are like, oh, well, now that we have this video, it proves that it's an accident. This does not prove it's an accident to me. I'm sorry. I see a significant pause up on the bank. If this was an accident, the girl would have went straight from wherever she was into that water. She wouldn't have done a donut. She wouldn't have stopped and then said, ooh, there's the water. Let me drive right into it.
Right. Not only let me turn around and find the right angle and stop and then back up and all that stuff. But it's pretty interesting. But what I found, I think will help answer some questions. Let's say that.
Yeah, so, I just said check your emails right now and make sure I sent it to you because I sent somebody my phone number.
Okay. Yep, I got it.
Okay, so that was you. Good. I wanted to make sure because you come in here with fueled by coffee and true crime. I didn't know, and I remember your name, but I'm like, is it not? Whatever. So, listen, you know what I've decided to do? I was thinking about it and pondering it over it because you know how I don't like the voodoo candle lady. And there was a
look out, you're gonna trigger her again.
Yeah, and the Proud Creek squad came in here and said, how she bought the candles because this voodoo candle lady says that she's donating XYZ dollars to the Lupus Foundation. First of all, I'd like to see those receipts, because this is a woman that has always stated despicable things about me when I use funds appropriately and with what I say. If I collect $272, I'm usually spending $280, $290, $300.
First of all, that woman doesn't have an inch of room to speak because I could pull up at least 2 videos right now that can prove that woman recently raised money for somebody who, oh, hello, Domino Queen. I'm in Oklahoma too. who raised money for somebody who had a loved one pass away, raised $1,900 for somebody and kept over $600 of it for herself.
She's a despicable human being, and people don't realize that. So this is what I did. I don't want people with lupus feeling they got to take a toxic candle in their home to raise money for an illness they believe in. So I have decided, in an effort to help people, is I want to do a fundraiser for whatever lupus foundation she's sending money to. I want to make sure people don't have to buy a voodoo candle to support an organization. We'll do that. We'll do that. If you want something, we'll make something for you to purchase. If you'd like to donate to that organization, we'll set it up. If we donate $5, great. I'm curious as to how many candles she sold under the guise that she's collecting. She's going to donate XYZ dollars. And I want to see that receipt. I want to see the check.
Oh, she's going to love this.
I want to see that check for lupus, because I don't want people being misinformed. And I don't trust her. She's not a Christian woman. She has she doesn't care. And just like you said, she raised all this money and pocketed it. You don't raise money. Like, you know what? 100% of the funds that over 100% of the funds that I raised to take down groceries to the people in Fort Myers that lost everything, over 100% of that money went to them. I didn't put a dime even in my gas tank to take down there from that money, because I didn't tell you I was purchasing gas with that money.
Just a few years ago, I raised almost $28,000 for a children's choir. It cost me money to do that, and they got every single penny of it, and I provided all my receipts for everything. I even paid money to transfer it to them. I had to wire the money to them in California, and it cost me, I think it was, it wasn't very much. It was like, I had to do 3 transfers of $30-something each, so it cost me like $100 to transfer it. And then, the cost of, fundraising costs, cost me like $400, but raised $28,000 for children's choir right there in California.
Yeah.
On my own. It was
and I will tell you,
it feels good to do good.
Yeah. And I say that all the time. That's exactly what I say. It feels good to do good. But you know what? This is the thing. If I was doing a fundraiser, which cost me overhead expenses, I would deduct that overhead expense from the donations. I would, because to an extent, I wouldn't do 100%. Because I would want to contribute to that as well. But if, say, something like we're making shirts to raise money for an organization, I would want to recoup the cost of the shirts. You see what I'm saying? Like I understand that aspect of it, but I don't understand this whole aspect of pocketing money. If you're doing a fundraiser because somebody lost anything, you don't really have overhead expenses. You know what I'm saying?
Nadia, it's not, and I will be proving that, just so you know, Nadia in chat. I have the data. Yeah. Just to say that, let's say that, Nadia. It's not Check It TV.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Deb. Well, listen, I want to pull guidance up here for a second. I need her to clarify something. I'm actually putting her on the spot, so I'm going to walk her through it real quick. So I will talk to you a little later. Guys, we're not going to have the longest live this morning because I got things to do this Sunday. But I am here to say hi, and we are having a case discussion. So, Deb, thank you for all your work. I'm sorry for all the stuff that you went through and how you were treated on that Voodoo Candle Ladies channel and panel. But she's not a really respectable person. She's actually trash, in my opinion, and gutter trash at that. So that's just my opinion.
I want to thank you very much for having our back. And keeping the drama off of our channels. We really, really appreciate it. Yeah. We love you very much. I thank you so much for having my back on that.
No problem. I just, I don't do drama here, but I'll say my piece and be done with it. I don't, like for team members of mine, I prefer, to stay out of it because I already take enough heat. I might, adding a little more to mine is no big deal.
I think you can tell that, we're probably not like you. We're not bullhorns, we're not, the aggressive type, so you could probably tell that we needed you. And I appreciate you seeing that.
Yeah.
I really do.
No problem.
You are my spirit animal. I told her to tell you that.
Okay. All right, hon. Well, I love you. You take care. God bless.
All right. Well, call me. I'll be up.
Yeah. Text me. I gave you my number. Text me so I can save you in my phone, and then I'll call you when I'm done.
All right.
All right, hon. Thanks.
All right. You're welcome.
So I'm bringing you up. I know this is going to be an uncomfortable topic, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I heard something. So I'm sorry, Guidance. I have to put you on the spot because of this one thing. I really am. I love Guidance. Anybody knows. I think she's the best person in the whole world, and she always, always, always tries to help. Always. If she can help, she will. You know I don't like James Terry. Are you listening? Unmute yourself because you're gonna have a conversation.
I'm still listening.
So she was trying to help Bullhorn Betty, and she was trying to help Bullhorn Betty, but I don't think she realized how much I dislike James Terry. Okay, like absolutely dislike him. He is now going around saying that Bullhorn Betty reached out to him to pull a background check. Can you please explain to the audience what happened?
He offered to help you and pull out an olive branch with the whole girls harassing you.
Mm-hmm.
And I even said that in chat one night to him.
And can you tell me what my response was?
Oh, Lord.
I think that explains it. I don't think you have to say anymore. I just wanted to tell you I love you. I hated putting you on this. So I was meaning to call you to tell you I was going to call you up here, but I went to bed early last night. I didn't even watch Turtle Island. Who was booted?
Who was booted?
Huh?
Who was booted? I fell asleep.
Oh, did you? I didn't watch. I want to support Dolly and Turtle Island because this is like we fought so long for so much time that now it's coming down to the wire. And I know it's like, Ryan Upchurch is like the god in the, on the panel now because everybody else like me is bottom feeders. So I have a funny feeling we have a clear defined winner of this Turtle Island. I was saved. I was saved this week, but I'm not sure. Next week, you never know. I might offend a few more people. Manimal was booted. Okay, they're saying Manimal was booted.
Oh, I vaguely remember that. I was falling asleep listening to it.
Yeah, I got on the phone with Robin and I was going to go over to the chat and I got sidetracked. And then next thing I know, I'm exhausted. So I ended up going to sleep and I woke up and I thought, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I figured, okay, well, maybe he's still on. Maybe he's not. Maybe I can go check it out. And I didn't see anything else. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm going to go live, because I didn't know if he was still on or whatever. I try to respect if creators in my circle, if they're live, I try to, especially if we're covering the same case, I try to, hold back and not go on live. I don't want to pool viewership. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important. So, but Pepper Pop Upchurch has immunity. So Upchurch even has immunity this week. Who do you think is going to win Turtle Island? I want your opinion.
Who's it down to?
It's down to me, House of Williams, Ryan Upchurch, The Lab, Justice for All. Oh, there's somebody else, but I can't remember who.
Let me see if chat's saying it. Oh my goodness. White Rabbit last week. She was kicked off last week.
She was a diehard too, man. I loved her. She really got into this game. I really think she helped propel it, to the state it was because she got her rabbits and the trailer park in gear and they came out and represented. And we're the coffee club. We're here. We're up at the crack of dawn. Like we're not staying up at midnight to cast a vote to save Bullhorn Betty. Like we got more important things to do, like talk about true crime at 7 o'clock in the morning.
We try our best. It looks like they're saying critters. Crazy critters. I always call it the crazy cow lady because of the cow.
Yeah, Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy came out with a lot of heat. I don't know what she's doing over there. I haven't watched her in a little minute, but she's getting some heat.
She can be kind of naive or play naive, and she gets heat from it.
Yeah. Well, I just think you got to give everybody even the stuff we don't agree with. We want to, there's somebody in the audience that does agree with it. That's what I've learned over this last year, that we have people that support us, but they don't have to think just like us. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
people have their own opinions of what happened. I got people in here that love me that are team accident while I'm team foul play. They're probably in here cussing me saying, I love you, Bullhorn, but you're an idiot.
Well, it's certain things like when she says and comes out with certain things saying that this person is Rose blind, she's still alive.
Yeah.
That's where she gets a lot of judgment on her end. I did,
because she's really pushing the whole neutral, and people are like, you can't be neutral in this thing. No, you can be neutral. Everybody else is feelings are getting hurt because she's neutral. That's not her problem.
no, I stay neutral.
Not.
I agree. A lot of people want you to pick sides, and that's totally.
I think it's harder not picking sides. You want to talk about a strong person. Think about how difficult it is to be friends with people that absolutely hate each other and do it with grace. That's a difficult balance, and she does it well.
I totally empathize with that.
Yeah.
Bullhorn Betty.
She does it pretty good. I mean, like even with the whole CompTI guy. I'm sorry, I should not be up here when I say that because I know the whole thing. But I don't like him. But you know what? I like the fact that she allowed him. Like, he wouldn't come on Bullhorn Betty. I mean, he would if I asked him just to cuss me out and call me all these foul names. But when he came on here before, what did I do? I kicked him off. I personally will not let. She's neutral. She can do that, and she can do it well. She friends with these people that don't like each other, and like I said, to do it gracefully, it's a hard task. She does it. So people dog her for that, and I totally disagree. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. I try to be diplomatic and see the good in everything until something turns, or if you see me like Mel, for example, I will stand my ground, especially if it goes over a certain line, which is absolutely.
And I didn't jump on the whole bandwagon because it was already running. It wasn't, my narrative. My narrative was staying focused on Kiely and everything around Kiely. I didn't really want to get into all the noise because when I was looking into it, it just didn't work with my stuff. It seemed like that in and of itself, the whole anime, all this stuff just seemed to be the distraction or the red herring or, other things. Is it true? Is it possible she's involved? Maybe. I'm just not there. Me personally, I'm not there.
Yeah. Don B, did you see his comment? I think you just pulled it up.
Yeah, people talking about the mom, but we have to remember the mom wakes up every morning without seeing her daughter ever again. Her mom will never get to tell her daughter, I love you ever again. Yeah, that's something that people don't understand. I try to stay away from the mom. I think her, in all reality, I don't understand her response to all this. And that, that's not for me to understand. But I will talk about the lack of understanding of her response. But no, I absolutely agree with Don B. Her mom is, no matter what her face is like on camera, we don't get to see the pain behind closed doors. And we know that a lot of stuff behind closed doors never surfaces to the public. So I don't believe mom drowned her daughter. And therefore, she is not a Don Wells or a Candace Bly to me. And I'd like to, she is a victim of this. And let's be honest. And we don't like to victim shame. However, I don't I guess the best way to say it respectfully is I don't understand, her whole behavior behind all this. And again, I don't have children. I haven't lost my daughter. It's not for me to know, that's not my life for me to understand.
My assumption in the beginning was she was pleading for everybody to help her and then did a 360 and let it be. Now, I've yet to hear one local that has finally come up and say that they are not known for cover-ups and corruption. I have not heard one local that has come up and said the opposite.
Right. And actually the locals that we've talked to, believe that this is foul play and believe that there is a cover-up of some sort.
Right. And I have not heard one local come up and say different. So in my mind, to a certain extent, I'm wondering if it's because it is so publicly out there that the mom is doing it for her own safety, i.e. my life as a child.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that could be, I guess that could very well be part of it. You know, maybe mom is scared. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're just truly indoctrinated in their, you know, birthright or something in that area. You know, that the Truckee way, we've been hearing a lot of that. And that's a little kind of, it's not a lot of our cups of tea, but it's theirs. You know, it doesn't have to be our way of life. I mean, there are people that choose to live in big cities, and there's people that choose to live in the country, and there's people that choose to live in the mountains. And they're choosing that because of their lifestyle and what their lifestyle requires of them. And their lifestyle is much different than my lifestyle, than your lifestyle, than, you know, somebody in Portugal's lifestyle or UK's lifestyle. We shouldn't be judging about lifestyles. But again, her response to all of this was just very odd.
And then I also try to relate it to where I live is a big tourist area. And a lot of things get covered up or shoved under the rug, and the investigations get closed because they do not want a bad name on a tourist spot because it takes away from the money. So my brain's just been going on that one because I think it has to do with a lot of the local LE hiding it from the alphabet soup.
Yeah. Yeah. But the one thing I am thankful for is that Grand County did not get the vehicle. It was processed by the FBI based upon my understanding. And I'm pretty sure I'm correct in that, because I remember them saying that the vehicle was transported to the FBI for processing. And so that gives me a little hope, because I'm sorry, FBI agents from Denver, Colorado could care less about, you know, what the comings and goings of Truckee are. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's giving me a little bit of hope. And the fact that they're clearing people, and the fact that, you know, they're taking forever with this case. Like I was looking at, you know, I talked about a friend of mine that's in prison. He's in prison right now and will not get out. I think he got like 40 or some odd years. And it was because he was drinking or using some kind of substance and was operating a motor vehicle. Well, he wrecked that motor vehicle. He didn't hit a house. He hit a shed. But what they didn't realize is that there was a woman, her husband, she was pregnant, and her husband were living in the shed to raise money so they could get into a home. So they were just living with family in a shed. Well, he hit the shed. Nobody knew that there was going to be people inside that shed at 2:00 in the morning, especially a pregnant woman and her fiance sleeping in the shed. Either way, he's responsible for killing 3 people. He killed the mom, the dad, and the baby. And he got, some significant time for that. That case wrapped up, I want to say in 30 or 45 days, wrapped up from start to finish. This is an investigative accident. And it might even have been less. I think it was 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, he was arrested. In 2 weeks. And he's never been out of jail since. And he won't get out of jail until he's old and gray.
And being if it was an accident, it would have already been wrapped up, in my opinion, as well.
That's the point I'm trying to make. And actually, I forgot about this story until I was talking with a friend yesterday, and then it popped in my head. And it's like, and the reason why I remember this is because this used to be my high school, or not, my middle school best friend. I was a tomboy, so I hung around a lot of guys. They were my best friends. This was one of my best friends, and he had a birthday a day before me. And I've called, for years and years and years, I always called to wish his mom a happy birthday in his absence. I've stopped doing that because, I've obviously changed my life, and that includes people, places, and things. I can't anymore. So it is what it is. But that is an experience I had with a criminal investigation related to an automobile accident. And it wasn't conducted like we're seeing here. So it gives me hope. Yep.
It all depends. And that girl, yes, it is federal property, and that's why the FBI did take it over.
Yeah. Yeah. So
also, on a side note of donations, now that you have over 10K, you can link your super chats directly to donations instead of making any type of merch.
Yeah.
and just have a stream donated directly to that organization. And
I don't like
YouTube
my
takes
hands in donations. I did, when I do these things, it's because of emergency situations. Like we had to get groceries down to Fort Myers just to help do our part. But I don't like getting into I'm collecting funds for a nonprofit and I got to write a check. I don't like that. It's to me it's commingling. And like you said, they have the ability on here, so we can raise funds without having to do all that. And that would be the way that I would go in a situation like this. But I want to make sure people don't have to buy voodoo candles from some lady to support an organization. We'll do that right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel.
And it can be linked directly to the super chat, and 100% goes straight to the foundation.
Absolutely.
YouTube doesn't even take a cut.
Good. And so that's going to be something that we're going to be doing here on the Bullhorn Betty channel, probably in the next week or two. And like I said, if we only raise $100 or less, you know what? I guarantee you that's a bigger donation than what she's providing with her little candle cells. So we'll be doing even more for the organization than she could ever do. And we don't have to worry about, bringing toxic stuff into our home without a proper blessing from a woman that's not a Christian lady. And clearly not a Christian lady.
I agree.
So, all right, love. Yeah. Well, I will talk to you later. We're at the top of the hour, and I'm only going to be here for an hour because I got a day to get started.
Well, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you around. Love ya, and have a good day, chat.
You too. You too.
Bye.
So what does it say, Betty? Anyone else compared Juan, aka Check It TV, registered search path to the headlights in the fire station video? I'm the only one. Just popped up on me seeing this. I'm not sure. But we will go over the cameras a little more in depth probably tomorrow, because we've got. Oh, guys, our members only live is tomorrow at, it says 6 or 6:30. Let me look here. Hold on a second. Let me look. Oh, I can't look. If I go back, then I'm going to get kicked out. So either way, we have, it's either at 6 or 6:30. I can't remember what time. You guys can go look at that and figure it out. However, if you guys would like to attend, we don't do too many. We're just now rolling out the whole members only stuff now that we have enough members that we can do those types of things. So our second members only live, this is 2.0, right? We're having it Monday at 6 or 6:30. I think it's 6. I think I scheduled it at 6. So if you're a member, go on over there and get notified so you don't miss that live, because that's for you guys. That's, I'm giving you my undivided attention so you and I can have a conversation, because when we get in these chats and we have 800 and 900 people in our chats, it makes it very difficult for me to see the members of this channel and to correspond with the members of this channel. So this gives you the opportunity to have a direct conversation with me and us to have some fun. And that's going to be Monday night at 6. We usually do it on Sunday, but many of you guys know I've got things to do today. It's going to be an inconvenience for me to do it tonight at 6. And I wouldn't be able to give it the undivided attention that I need as I can tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So we will be back. Please come here. Come hang out with Bullhorn Betty. But tomorrow night is for the members to have direct access to Bullhorn Betty. For those that mod this channel, if you are not part of our BHB rumor mill or the mod squad chats, please reach out to me or reach out to Miss Robin, and she will get you set up to add to those chat rooms. Again, that's for mods only. We have BHB rumor mill as well as the Bullhorn Betty mod squad chats. So all the mods that are on this channel really need to be associated with those chat rooms, because that's where, especially the mod squad chat room, is where we communicate about business related to the channel for the mods. So please reach out to me. Please reach out to Miss Robin if you are a mod and are not associated with the Bullhorn Betty Facebook page or the True Crime Facebook group. Good morning, Miss Betty. Love your channel. I just turned 62 in August. So is 40s. Old enough to be. Oh, yeah, I know. right? You're old enough to be my mama. I love when your mom calls in. She's one hell of a lady. Everybody loves Mom. Mama Bullhorn is a really sweet lady. And as you guys know, you guys hear my story on here. And you guys got to remember that my story is her story too. And, she's been through a lot and she comes out smelling like a rose. And she always has such a positive attitude. And she's so kind and so sweet. She's an amazing woman. And I am fortunate enough to call her mom. And you guys are fortunate enough to know her as Mama Bullhorn. And so big shout out to my mama. I love my mama. I love my daddy too. Even with all the stuff, my dad's a great dad. He hasn't been in my life for 10 years, but, every now and again he tries. And, I truly believe he did the best with what he had. People make mistakes. Parents aren't perfect. And it took me a long time to come to that realization. And I had to forgive a lot for a lot of people. And it's a work in progress each and every day. But we do it. And, even when I fall or stumble, I just dust myself off and pick myself up by the bootstraps and just keep moving forward. And that's really all we can do, because at the end of the day, life goes on, whether you're in pain or not. And I try to live my life as pain-free as possible. And sometimes it gets a little messy and sometimes it gets a little painful. And we do stupid shit. That's it. There's nothing more to say. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for this being a short live, but I really do want to get on with my day. I have a great day planned today, and I'll see you guys back bright and early tomorrow morning. God bless each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. And if you don't know, please be fearless. It's an ounce of, what does it go? How did I do it? I always mess up at the end anymore. So don't forget to be fearless, folks. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And if I haven't offended you today, stick around. We're going to be adding. We're going to be adding and adding and adding to our exit, right? But anyways, guys, you guys have a wonderful day. And, an act of kindness. Today's a great day, right? It's Sunday. Many of you guys are going to church. Open a door for somebody. Help somebody with the walker. Help somebody load their bag of groceries. Do an act of kindness for a perfect stranger, because we need good karma. We need good juju. And quite frankly, when you see what I saw down south, you appreciate life a little more. You take you don't take life as for granted. Will I take life for granted again? I'm sure in a couple of weeks the memory of what was down south will fade away and I'll get on with my life. But right now it's still pretty raw. Like, that was coming straight for Bullhorn Betty. I could be dead right now. And it just really makes me want to do better. It makes me want to work harder. And it makes me want to inspire others even more than I already feel. So we're going to keep going down this. We're going to still keep doing good, and we're going to still keep triggering haters that do nothing but waste space and their life. Like even Blank Screen is in here. He could be doing so much more with his life. He could be really literally helping his community. But what he considers, what he likes to do is troll people and do absolutely nothing for anybody else. He's really the grifter, right? He is really out for himself. He's not out to do anything to Bullhorn Betty, because I walk the walk and talk the talk. Nobody can say that. You can't say I'm a lazy creator here. I'm one of the most active people on YouTube, right? Not just on YouTube, but when the cameras go off, I'm out there doing stuff for my community. I don't sit here and go to bed and twiddle my thumbs and, try to find some chats to troll and trigger people and things like that. I don't do that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that childish nonsense. I just don't, because I'm too busy helping my community and helping the people around me to have time to do this kind of stuff, nonsense that say somebody like this Yahoo does, right? I would really like somebody like that Yahoo to get off their duff and go do something positive for their community. If you haven't scooped soup for a homeless person, maybe you should. It might change your heart a little bit. Those are the things. Those are the things people don't get to see Bullhorn Betty do. But again, that's why haters hate, and that's why lovers love. We're on the love. What is it? We're on the love ship. What is it? Is it the love ship? Do you guys remember that thing? What was it called? What was it called? I know you guys know. The Love Boat? The Love Boat! There we are. Right? The Love Boat. We're on the Love Boat here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. So anyways, guys, you have an amazing day. And I'm going to get out of your hair, and we'll see you tomorrow.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.